see it, naturally, it's boy Division. See, that's the Caribbean Linkup. Boom.
What you mean you don't want dances? Yours truly, Adam, bringing up Caribbean Linkup TV. We ready? Yes, we ready now. What's up, Caribbean Linkup? Ready now.
Yo, this is your boy Cash. I want to say shout out Caribbean Linkup TV, hosted by my boy AZ. You know what it is, boy. Drop to the ground. I said drop to the ground. Big up AZ all the time. Caribbean Linkup TV. That's family. That's love. Check it.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy AZ, and you're locked into the Caribbean Linkup TV podcast, where we interview moguls, entrepreneurs, and even artists to shed light on the Caribbean community and to give you the game you need. Now, today's episode, we got a special guest. This guy has songs with Swappy. He even shared the stage with people like Young Brother. He's been traveling the world. He's been doing it all, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to our guest today, Cash, the artist.
Yo, what up, everybody? It's a pleasure to be here. I want to thank AZ for having me up on here. Thank Mama's boy John for having me up on here. And yo, man, it's just a good vibe. You know what it is. We just here chilling with the boys.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mama's Boy on the inside, too. Got my special co-host to help me with Cash today. And we're going to just make this interview lit and give you guys the game you need to hear. All right? Yeah, so how's everything been with you, bro?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good. I can't complain. Life's got its ups and downs, but
Yeah.
I just don't ever complain. You know, just like everybody else's life. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it ain't, but you can't complain. You got to keep going. And right now, it's actually not that bad. It's pretty good.
Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I actually seen you like on Instagram, on social media. You were traveling. You just came back from where? Was it St. Martin?
St. Martin. Yeah, I was out in St. Martin.
How was that?
It was amazing, man. St. Martin's got two sides to the island. They got a French side and a Dutch side.
Yeah.
And I was on both sides. I was there for only a short period of time, probably like 4 days.
Okay.
But man, it was filled with vibes and energy, good people, great food, music. Like, it was a great experience, man. I
Sick.
loved
So
it.
were you like, did you go and tour like the actual cities and like the actual?
Yeah, man. So like when I go to these places and I film content and I film got lyrics, I leave the resort and I go all over. I go to the little alleys, to the back alleys, to the hoods, to the poppin' spot, like anywhere where I can get the vibe and the feeling for that country's culture. That's where I'm at, man.
Just to see the roots, see where they came from.
Yeah, because you can't see that when you're on resort. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a mask.
You gotta leave. You gotta leave the resort. I'm not telling everybody to leave resort because people gotta do what they feel comfortable with.
No,
but
for sure.
me, I leave resort, man.
Yeah. Okay. That's dope. So like, you're doing music out there too. You started this thing that's actually trending and got you like a lot of people know you by, called Got Bars, right?
No,
Yeah,
got lyrics.
Got lyrics. Sorry.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So I was on vacation in Jamaica because my wife, she loves to go to Jamaica. We both love Jamaica. And one time we were on vacation there and I had my boombox with me and I had a bunch of instrumentals and I was just walking around on resort, off resort, and I was just playing some of the rhythms that I made.
Okay.
And as I was playing it, I would be freestyling. And while I'm freestyling, I was getting strangers walking up to me and they started freestyling too.
No way.
And then I thought to myself, what? And this happened like at least 10 times when I was walking on road in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I should just film this. Not for no particular reason, just for the world to see that, yo, Jamaica's just a vibe, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened. I filmed that content out of fun. Everywhere I went, someone was giving me some type of bars or some type of lyrics. And I was like, you know what, let me just throw it up and see what happens. And I did that and everything changed.
Yeah,
Everything changed.
Just went up from there.
Yeah, man.
That's sick. What was that feeling like?
To be honest, I didn't know what was happening. I was calling a couple of other people that they were pretty big on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So I was calling them up and I'm like, bro, I'm seeing like 500-600 followers a day and messages going crazy.
No way.
So I hit them up, I'm like, yo, bro, what's happening? And then my boy responded, he goes, that's what happens when you get a viral content video.
You know what I mean?
And I'm like, bro, I had no idea what was happening. I thought something was wrong with my Instagram. I'm telling my wife, I'm like, yo, my Instagram is tweaking. I'm like, something's wrong, it's about to shut down. Yeah. And then my boy's like, nah, bro, just don't touch it, just let it ride.
Yeah.
And then that was it, man.
That's sick. Well, props to you for that.
Respect, man.
Well, you talk about 500 and 600 followers a day. I remember when we first met each other, you had 1,000 followers.
Yeah, man, I had 1,000. So you know what, John? Honestly, bro, I feel like musically, music is great. As an artist, you come out with music. But what I've done with music has not opened up a lane or has not given me the look as much as Got Lyrics has. Because as soon as I did Got Lyrics, I went from like 1,500 followers to 6, 7, 9, 12, 15,000 followers. So that made, in a short video, that made more of an impact than any freestyle or any song has ever done for me.
Exactly. And that's sort of kind of like what I'm doing here with this. This is kind of giving me more exposure towards my music as I'm an artist first and foremost.
Yeah.
TV kind of gives me more exposure for the Caribbean and my culture to see what I'm doing in our culture as well.
And I love it because I see exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
I see myself in it because this is what I'm doing in a whole another spin-off, right?
Exactly.
But one thing I gotta tell you though, is like, so every video that I do for the Got Lyrics, whatever beat it is, it's usually a beat that either I owned or I produced, or it's a beat that I've got a song that I'm gonna be dropping in the next coming months.
Build hype.
You know, so at least if the video goes viral and my song doesn't do well, at least my song's behind the video, so that's already out there. So I would recommend, like, when you do something like this, you should put up a little audio of your music behind it, because you don't know.
Yeah, it's funny you said that because I just dropped a video yesterday and the joke was an electrical train traveling south. Which way is the smoke going?
Yeah, I know, because it depends on where the wind is blowing, right? Because if the wind is blowing from the south, then the electrical train doesn't create any smoke, right? Because it's electrical.
Oh, it's electrical, so there's no
Right?
smoke.
There's no smoke. It doesn't create any smoke, right?
Yeah.
That was a nice try, though.
Because the answer was no smoke, I have a record called No Smoke.
I like that.
And I put it in a bit of it in the content video and at the end too. The hook of it, right?
No smoke sounds kind of hard though. Sounds kind of like one of them tunes where like people don't want no smoke with me. Is it a tune like that?
We'll play it right here.
Is
right
it a
now.
tune like that? Cause I like that type of stuff.
Check it out. No Smoke.
I'm gonna check that. No Smoke. AZ.
On all streaming platforms, YouTube, all of that. You gotta take that in. But yeah, enough about my music. Tell us, like, how did you get started with music? Like, how did this all start? Like, tell us about yourself.
How did this start? I've always been in love with music. My whole family knows it. Like, since a kid, like, I would just be freestyling, making up songs, family events. I was quick to grab the microphone, and I never hesitated. Once I grabbed the mic, I was just saying whatever I wanted, freestyling what I wanted, and people used to rock with it. But like, I have kids, I have a wife, so I had to make sure the family was good. You know what I'm saying? I had to make sure the bills were taken care of before I could dabble into this hobby. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So once that was taken care of, then I went into the music. I'm like, all right, now I got time that I could focus and dedicate to it. So that's why I jumped in it, because I had the time now. But I always had the passion and the love for the music, man.
When did you start exactly throwing like your music down out there?
Like, when did I start pushing music out to the world? Like, releasing it as an artist? 2 years ago.
Wow.
2 years ago. 2 years ago I started, and like, everything changed in the matter of 6 months. Yeah, man.
So when you were a kid, were you always putting out that soca zest, or was it more freestyle raps? Like,
So I would say, like, because I was born in Trinidad, so in my earlier years, you know, like, I'm talking like 5, 6, 7, 8, I would have been doing a lot of soca, chutney sounding stuff.
Yeah.
But then, like, when I moved to Toronto, right, from my earliest year, like 7 years old and up, like, all I was around was hip hop, you know, R&B and reggae. So then I started freestyling. I used to battle rap every Friday at my high school. Rappers used to come from all different high schools on a Friday to come and battle me.
Remember those days?
Yeah, man, and I just love the ability to just see what someone is wearing, right? Or something that they're doing, and just make up a bar and just tear them apart right there. If he's got an old pair of shoes on,
Right there on the spot.
you can't talk to me. If you battling me and you got an old pair of shoes on, you're done, bruv. You're done.
Right.
You gotta look on point, because I'm gonna tear you
100%.
apart from head to toe. And when I would say something, everyone would go crazy. And I just love that. I'm like, yo, man, I love that. I love that.
The hype.
Yeah.
so you said you started music 2 years ago.
Yes. Releasing
Releasing your
as
music
an artist 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. in 2 years ago, did you hear your music in the club? Like, how'd you know that, hey man, this is something that's really gonna take off?
So my family was first, like, when I first told them, yo, I'm gonna jump into music now, they were kind of like, man, it took you forever. You should have been doing that. But I would bounce a couple things to them, and they would be like, yo, this is really good. And my family would always rock with it. But like, I never really got any traction on social media. And then one day, some girls that I don't even know, but they were on TikTok, and they had a post up where they were in this club, and my music was playing, and they were dancing. And I had just dropped the song like a month and a half ago. So I'm like, what? This is crazy. What club is this? And then I found out it was at Culture, which is your old spot. And I was like, what? If they're spinning my music at Culture, I gotta go to Culture.
Okay.
And that's how I ended up meeting this guy. I just showed up at his spot one day because I know the DJs are playing my music. I must have came with like 10, 15 people. And we didn't know each other then, and he treated me like he knew me. As soon as I pulled up, he was like, yo, Cash, man, nice to meet you. And I'm looking back at my people like, you believe this guy knows me? Right? Because I'm still not believing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a spot in the city where I was valued, and I didn't even know it. And then I just showed up, and then I felt the energy, I felt the love, and that's how we met.
You know, we gave you the VIP section for you and all your people.
You did.
And then SP, shout out Selector SP, was playing your tunes, because I think he was the one that was playing it originally.
Yeah, because SP was connected to me because he used to spin at my mother-in-law's spot. So as soon as he heard that I was doing music, like, he was asking me for my music, and I was giving it to him, but I didn't know where it was being spun at. But shout out SP for real, man. The whole Beat Goes On team. You know, Miss D and the rest of them. There's a few of them on
There's
there.
a lot of them.
There's a few of
you
them.
hear it
on
in the
there.
dubs.
Yeah.
And I remember that night because they're playing your music, and the whole section's going crazy, and everybody's in the crowd just like, what's going on over there? I remember it was during COVID times. You know, I think COVID just ended at that time. And first night we're open, we're just absolutely packed, like at capacity.
It was rammed, man.
Well, we had to get you in, and it was a good vibe, and then we started doing a lot more events together from there, you know?
Yeah, we did, man. And that's how we built that relationship, and that's where we are today. Anything that you do, I'm always supporting it, bro. This is my guy, because he showed me love when I didn't even know him. You know what I'm saying? That's a real human being. If you don't know somebody and they're gonna show you love, how can you not work with that person?
You feel it, right? You know.
Yeah.
So like, well, what challenges have you faced as an artist? Like, there's a time where you thought, man, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Oh man, all the time. As an artist, I feel like maybe it's just myself, but maybe other artists could relate. But I feel like when I'm in the studio or when I'm at home and I create a vibe and I create a song on a rhythm, my instant thought is, oh my, this is gonna be a viral banger. But in reality,
you never know, man. You never know.
That may not be it. You know what I'm saying? You always got high hopes, but it just may not be it. So like, I always had high hopes, you know, with everything that I do. At my first show I did, SOS had me on a chutney show, right? I'm not a chutney artist. I'm a soca artist, zest artist, steam. I bring that type of energy. Ladies run up on stage. And so they had me there, and I was excited. So I went up and I did my thing. I was singing, I was jumping all over the place. Mind you, I was also out of breath because that was my first ever show, so I didn't know how to control that joint. And I was out of breath, and then I felt like by the time I was done and I came off the stage, I looked at my wife and stuff, and I was just like, I don't know if this is for me. And my wife said, what are you talking about? I'm like, I didn't get the response that I thought that I would get. You know, I thought the building was gonna go crazy. I thought they would have been tearing the roof off, right? Maybe that's just me being, you know, too optimistic.
In your head or
exactly, I'm believing in the two, but
you're your worst enemy.
Yeah, so that was something I had to overcome, was like knowing where I belong, in what venue, in what stages that I belong. And I felt like that chutney show made me believe that wasn't for me yet. But I told my wife after that chutney show, I'm like, yo, I don't know if I should be doing this. And then, sure enough, like 2 weeks later, John hit me up for his first ever Soca Suave event. And we brought Swappy there. And I went there, I went up on the stage.
Completely different thing.
Holy schmoles, bruv. John, you remember that night?
Yeah, it was a crazy night. I didn't even know what we pulled off.
Swappy fell off the speaker box. Remember
yeah,
that girl?
yeah.
Some girl was dancing with him?
Yeah, Davika Star, she's actually on her podcast. She was supposed to make it today, she couldn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was whining on her.
She did something, Swappy got swept. And she swept him off the speaker box and he fell.
Yeah.
But yo, that night was a vibe. Everyone was jumping, everything I was seeing, they were rocking with ladies running up on stage. And then after that, my wife looked at me and my wife said, "You still feel the way you felt a couple weeks ago?" And I was like, "Nah, this is it." You just gotta go where the energy suits you. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that the energy don't suit me in SOS, but I haven't created anything in that lane that's gonna get the reaction that I need. So like if they're doing a chutney show, I gotta have a few chutney songs. I gotta be able to whine to a chutney song. You know what I'm saying? I gotta prepare myself a little better. That's all. But I definitely felt different when I went into that culture crowd, man.
Yeah, shout out Soca Suave.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Soca Suave. Cheers to Soca Suave.
And that wasn't, we worked together I think a month later because we did Trouble in Paradise.
We did.
And you brought Sean Marshall.
We brought Sean Marshall. Viking Ding Dong was supposed to be there, but he couldn't make it. Yeah. Sean Marshall came out. That was a heck of an event over there too, man.
Some good vibes, man. R.I.P. Culture.
Yeah, man, that was a great
spot. I think the city kind of misses a venue like that. Like somewhere you go every week and the vibes are there. And
what you trying to tell us? You trying to tell us you got something to make it or what?
Man, no, nothing concrete.
I was actually talking to my dad the other day and he asked me on the phone, he's like, what Caribbean spot is popping right now? Like that's the talk of the city that everyone's talking about, everyone's going to, and I just really couldn't think of one at the top of my head, and you're just like, damn.
Like to say a Caribbean spot that's popping?
Well, when events happen here, Mystic's the spot to be.
Right.
When the big events happen at Mystic, and you're not at Mystic,
yeah,
you're missing out.
The only spot like I know for Caribbean events that pop right now, like especially in the West, is Mystic because the venue is massive. So when you got a big show, you're coming to Mystic.
Yeah.
And that's why I shout out to Mystic for also sponsoring Caribbean Linkup TV and having us host our podcast here, as you can see behind us.
Yeah, man. Shout out Mystic for real. Mystic
shout out Alyssa, Brian, whole team, man. Nothing but hospitable.
Yeah, nothing but love and great hospitality.
Yeah, man. Alyssa and Brian, remember that time I came here with Young Brother to meet you?
Yeah.
Alyssa and Brian, they weren't even expecting us, and we just came through, and they showed me and Young Brother in this
on a Wednesday night.
On a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
They gave us a VIP, closed the curtains, gave us bottles. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So it's
they're very dope. First time I met them too, straight love. I didn't even know. I met Alyssa. I didn't even know she was running the spot, and Brian too. Also, they just
very hospitable people, bro. Been very hospitable.
Yeah. So what inspired you? Like, do you have anyone specifically that inspired you to start your music? Like, how did you find your sound?
So I feel like what inspired me was myself, man, because like my ability to create something from just hearing a rhythm, that's when I kept saying to myself, I'm like, bro, and not to be cocky, bro, but like that's when I started telling myself, I'm like, yo, I'm actually nice. You know, and the more I did it, the more I would tell myself that I'm nice, and the more I would believe in myself that I'm nice. And once I believed in myself, then it was easy to get everyone to believe in me.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I think I gave myself my own confidence and my own belief. But like, I would listen to other rappers, I would listen to other artists, and I would hear it, and I'd be like, yo, that's a dope song. But I'm like, oh, but I would have changed this, I would have changed that, and then I by the end of it, I come up with my own song.
Yeah.
You know.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So like,
Can we make sure the cameras are rolling before we answer the next question? I just want to mess up. I'll check, yeah. Because Nikita's not doing her job. You know?
Can we get some more shots?
I just complained that I'm not doing a good job.
No, I just want to make sure because I don't want to lose, like, you know? Okay, we're good.
Oh, there's a shot break?
Shot break.
Shot break, we liming and vibing.
You got your question, though. You didn't forget it, right?
I got my question.
Okay. I don't want... You cleared your...
Funny you guys said that because as soon I just turned to her, I'm like, you guys want shots?
You-
And then you guys said,
Everything good?
How long been here for you?
How long?
Not long, like 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah, 3 o'clock. 8 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock is what?
But he's more behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We got hours.
Yeah. Okay, cheers.
Cheers again.
The new Ciroc
break time for the
lemonade.
cheers. Shot break. Yo, shots always bun my chest, bro.
Break my stomach. Yeah.
Yo, am I allowed to crack one of these lime and vibe
Yeah.
joints?
I'll crack one. We'll do a break for Lyman and Vibing. We want to see the thing first and we crack it open?
What's going on, guys? This episode is brought to you by Liming and Vibing. Whenever you're liming, there's no better time to crack a vibe like we are about to do right now. Cheers. Cheers. Now, this is our first time actually trying this beer. Liming and Vibing is made by Caribbean entrepreneurs here in the city. You can order it online or get it at the brewery. And we're about to taste it for the first time and let you guys know how it tastes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Lime and vibing, bro.
Let's go. Taste test.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Second one.
Yeah, it's good. I'm not even a beer drinker. I like this.
Yeah.
Me either. I don't drink beer, but this definitely tastes like beer.
Yeah, this tastes like good beer.
Yeah, you guys don't drink beer? It's a good beer.
I don't drink beer, no.
No? It's yo, this is
Just
good.
Really acidic for my belly.
Ciroc, sponsored boy. But yeah. No aftertaste or any like bad weird
Nah,
taste.
4.32, so you can drink a few of them and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Be under the limit.
Yeah, Lyman and Vibing. If you guys need them, the IG's right here. Hit them up. All their info is there. Again, you can order it online or get it at selected breweries, right? All right. Yo, Cash, so I want to know, like, what's your studio life like? What's your writing process? How do you come up with these songs when you're in the studio?
Yo, honestly, bro, I feel like my whole life, my whole studio, the whole music, it's like this drink, bro. I'm just liming and vibing. Straight up, because in order for me to get like, you know, things to inspire me to sing about, you gotta enjoy life. You gotta lime and you gotta vibe with certain people, certain things around you.
Yeah.
And that's how you get creative, bro. So yeah, man, I just lime and I vibe, and then, man, I hit the studio as soon as I feel like I got something solid.
And you got all that inspo.
Yeah, but I go to several different studios, man. I go to studios in the East. I go to Maestre Studios. I go to studios downtown. MB Studios. He does work for Roy Woods. I go to another. Like, I go to tons of studios. I don't just stick in one spot.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I like to play around with different producers and engineers and see what else some other people could bring to the table, you know?
And it's networking at the same time. These producer and engineers can show your music to other artists, other producers, other A&Rs that pop up in the studio.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
It's always good to network and do that for sure.
Yeah.
And like when you're writing your music, are you the type to like go in the booth and come up with your stuff on the spot and create melodies, or like are you outside the booth and you write it down?
So I feel like my biggest problem, AZ, is melodies, because I'm not a melodic guy. I came from bars. I came from lyrics, you know what I'm saying? From similes, metaphors. So like when I jumped into soca has like, there's moments where you gotta be singing with it, you know what I'm saying? So melodies are still my hardest thing to come by, but usually at home, usually in the car, you know what I'm saying? I may roll up something to inspire me, to get me in the right mood.
And I've seen some of your videos actually. You're in the whip and you're freestyling. You come up with some
Man,
bars on the spot right there,
in the
right?
whip, I love it. I love it. Every Friday, I try to drop something on my IG, on my stories.
Yeah.
Just a Freestyle Friday post. You know what I'm saying? Something quick, a minute. You know.
Keep people entertained.
That's
be
it.
consistent.
Just
That's
let
it.
them know that at any moment I got it.
Did you write for other people or just yourself?
I do write for a lot of people, man. I write for a couple of chutney artists. I've written for a couple of soca artists.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed to say who.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to say who, but
Jeez.
it is what it is. It is what it is.
That's sick, though. That's big. That's big. At least you know that gives you something inside to know you're doing something good. You're doing the right thing to have.
Yeah,
those.
yeah, yeah. You know.
All right, so Cash, I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
Would you consider yourself smart?
I'm fairly smart. I did well in high school. I went to college and stuff. So I would say I'm street smart and book smart. What you got for me? Let me hear you.
Oh, so you already know what's gonna go on right here. You already know.
I feel like you're gonna set me up though. You're gonna set me up with some funny stuff. Let's go.
All right, so I got some riddles for you. We're gonna test your intelligence right now.
All right, let's go.
All right. So okay, if Johnny knocked the tabla 30 beats per minute, how fast is Susie pelting Shoace?
If Johnny knocked the tabla 30 beats per minute, how fast is Susie belting Shoace?
Yeah.
Yo, this is only a question that you would get on Caribbean Linkup TV. Cause me no know Johnny, and me no know Susie, and how fast she whine. But if Johnny knocking the tabla at 30 beats per minute, I'm gonna say Susie's winding her waist at 30 beats per minute.
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was the only thing I had.
That's the only answer. I
I mean that this is what I call a free giveaway. So any answer you give is a right answer. So you know what I mean?
Yo, big up Johnny on the tablas too, you know what I'm saying? He's nice.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I have a next one for you. When things go wrong, what can you always count on?
That's a riddle. When things go wrong, what can I count on?
What can you always count on?
I can always count on they gotta go right eventually.
Nah, so I will tell you one more time. So like, what's like when things go wrong? Like when things are not just ain't adding up. What's something you can always count on?
A calculator. I always count on a calculator, bruv.
Okay, yeah, that's right. That. I guess you're right still. The actual answer was your fingers, because it's something you can always count on. Because you might not have a calculator on deck all the time.
You might not have hands.
What about somebody's finger got chopped off? Bro?
If you're amputated, you gotta use your toes, your teeth.
I only got that because you repeated the question.
You know what I mean?
I got it at the same time you did.
Yeah,
It's the first time I'm hearing these too.
yeah.
Okay, so I got one more for you. All right. Last question I got for you. What is the answer to this next question?
What?
This is Cash. You got it.
You already know, Caribbean Linkup TV, Mama's boy, my people, we in here.
Boom.
Cheers. Lyman and vibing.
And now we're gonna hop back into this interview. Let's go. Building a successful career in music also obviously involves a lot of hard work, dedication, consistency, and obviously talent. Do you have any, what do you do to balance all these things?
Honestly, man, I got a strong team by my side, because there ain't no way that I could have done this by myself.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I could have dropped music by myself, but there's no way I would have been this successful if it was just me alone. You know, you gotta have a strong team behind you that believes in the same things you believe in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they see your goals and they see your potential and they believe in it. And shout out my wife, because my wife, she does all my recordings, all my edits. You know, she deals with a lot of the managerial, stuff.
Yeah.
And then shout out my boy Fats and Keisha. That's like my road manager. Anywhere I go, Fats is right there by my side. And, he's picking me up from the shows, taking me to the shows, coming with me to the studio. So I got a good surrounding cast of people that helps me make my work easier. All I got to do is I just got to make the music.
Just gotta make the music.
And that's all I want to do. From the moment I got to do all the other stuff,
Stress.
I'm done with it.
Can't focus.
Someone said to me, they're like, yo, do you think you'll be doing this forever and making this a career? And I'm like, man, I don't even look at this as a career.
You can't look at it that way.
I don't even look at this as a career. I look at this as I'm having fun with it. And the moment I stop having fun with it, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
From the moment the fun done, this done.
Cause like they say too, your dream job and the thing you love doing ain't gonna feel like a job.
Yeah.
You're doing it, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Once it feels like a job and it feels like work, then that's it. You're not gonna want to do it.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. And right now, it doesn't feel like that. So
that's how you know. That's what you love.
exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
No, it's a good thing you mentioned. I can relate 100% with you when it comes to having a good support system, even for my events, right? Even my girl Nikita, I can't do what I'm doing without her. When it comes to me booking flights, I can't do that stuff. Man, I get so frustrated when it comes to booking flights for artists, or booking hotels or anything like that. Everything.
Anxiety kicks in.
It's not even anxiety. I get just so frustrated because I'm flights, man, there's tricks to it. Prices change every day. Booking a Tuesday,
absolutely.
all this stuff, and then flights get canceled or delays, everything like that.
Yeah.
Your points didn't go on the right way, and so.
And I hear that 100, because for from the moment I got married, I never booked a flight in my life.
Yeah, same.
My wife's just been booking all the flights because
Exactly.
she knows how to
Same.
deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
I try to book my flights to go to LA and stuff. I got to call Shorty, like, yo, like, how do I do this?
Trust
Like,
me,
what's the best way?
trust
You know
me,
what I
bro.
mean?
Girls know the best ways to do certain things, man.
I was on the site, like, why you download this app? Like, it's cheaper on this app. I'm like, oh, shit, see weird.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to like dealing with other artists, like I asked my girl, like, hey, who do you want to see? Because at the end of the day, like, we're in this to make music. Like, you're in this to make music. I'm in this through events.
Yeah.
You always want to attract your target market, right?
Absolutely.
Ours is 100%. For mine, it's always ladies or younger demographic. Who they want to see?
Yeah.
Right. They want to see the Young Brothers, the Adamos.
Yes.
I can't see who I have coming up next, but we got somebody big Saturday. We got next couple months. We got somebody else coming. So.
By the way, I'm excited for Saturday, May the 11th.
Reggae and Riches.
I'm excited for
Reggae
Saturday,
and
May
Riches.
11th.
If this drops before then, you better come through.
Yes.
It's going down
Missed it.
where? It's going down right here.
To be
Inside
honest, I don't know if there's gonna be enough space for anybody else to come.
Yeah.
But
Boots
try,
are sold,
try,
right?
yeah, try to get your tickets if there is any available.
Yeah, there's tickets left. Boots, none are left. Do arrive early. We recommend it.
Yeah, so Cash, you got some big records out there actually, like with
Oh,
Swappy.
stop it, man. I got,
Phyllis. You
I
got
got
some
some
big-
alright joints, man. I got some alright joints. I won't say like it's big. I got bigger goals. I got bigger things. But I feel like right now I got a couple things that's alright.
You know what I mean? Like you've been able to work with some people that have been successful also.
Yeah.
That you've been like grateful enough to actually like work with too. So like,
Yeah.
how did those come about? Working with them? What are those artists like? With those, shout out your 2 records and your features that you have out, by the way.
Yeah, respect, man. Yeah, I got a tune with Swappy, Duck They Shootin'. That dropped for 2024 Carnival in Trinidad. That did well. It actually got a lot of big DJs from Toronto to hit me up, spinning on the radio and stuff. Dr. J was spinning on the radio. Shout out to Dr. J for showing me that love and that strength. But yeah, man, yo, just like exactly, I mean, I don't know who makes this drink, and I'm really not, like, I don't know them, right? But how I got into making, like, the collaborations was just exactly like this drink, bruv, liming and vibing.
Cheers to Liming and Vibing.
Right? Cheers to these guys. So Swappy came to the crib. He was doing the show for him, right?
Yeah.
The Soca Suave.
First one.
And Swap was with me. He was chilling at my crib, and he was just loving the vibe. And he said, "Yo, Cash, bro, I love your style. What else you got?" And then I started playing different rhythms, and he heard Duck They Shootin', and he was like, "Ooh!" He's like, "I gotta get on that."
Yeah.
And that was it. It was simple, done. The one with Father Phil, we did Pepper Pot.
Yeah.
Pepper Pot, I specifically did Pepper Pot because I'm Trini, my wife's Guyanese, but I felt like when I used to go out to Kaicher, the crowd was predominantly Guyanese people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like 80% of that crowd at Kaicher was Guyanese.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I did Pepper Pot because I felt like a lot of the Guyanese people used to support me, and they still do.
Yeah.
You know? So I had this hot like pepper pot, get your hot like pepper pot.
Banger.
Right? And Phil was in my car at the time, and I was playing the rhythm, and Phil was just bopping. And then Phil's like, "Yo, Cash, what you got for this?" And I'm like, "Girl, don't stop. Girl, your hot like pepper pot." And he was like, "What?" He's like, "Yo, Cash, I need to jump on this." And I'm like, "Yo," we went to a DJ, right? Richie C. And we went to his live. Phil came on the live, and we did the freestyle there. That did well. So Phil was just like, "Yo, bro, that sealed the deal. Let's get this song done." And Phil sent me his vocals, and that was it, man, in the bag. I got a few other features coming up too. I got some features with Sheem, right? I got features with a guy named The Hooligan. The Hooligan's a problem in this game, bro. He's a hell of an artist. Shout out him. I got a feature with Bretta. I don't know when that's gonna drop yet, but I got a couple things in the working.
Sick, yeah. Young Brother, shout out Young Brother. He's a cool guy. I met him too. Like his energy,
Yeah,
him
man.
being on stage.
Really nice guy.
Yo,
yeah.
they don't call that guy the king of steam for no reason, because he like
Energy.
he's like a light switch. He'll be chilling and he's just quiet, and then as soon as they call his name to hit the stage, that switch goes on and he's booming all over the place.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to know next, like, so like obviously being an artist in Toronto, like, what do you think about the music scene and being a soca artist in Toronto, if not the Caribbean culture in Toronto itself?
Man, I grew up going to Caravana every single year. You know, I was going to Young Street when Young Street used to bop. I don't know if you guys used to go to Young Street during Caribana times after the parade. Young Street had its own parade.
Okay.
And like everyone would go to Young Street. So like I've always been involved in the Caribbean side and what comes after. You know, so when it was Caribana time, after Banana in the nighttime, we'd get like Locks, Jada Kiss, Styles P, Nas, like all the hip hop artists
that are down in the city. Yeah.
For Caribana and do events. So we were getting to do Caribbean stuff and getting to do North American stuff. So I feel like Toronto is great because you can coexist with multiple genres. You can do Caribbean, you can do hip hop, you can do dancehall or whatever you want, because we're just so multicultural out here. But there definitely is a Caribbean scene, because you look at some of these people that hold events, like Mama's Boy in particular, right? We got a guy right here, he holds events, Caribbean scene, and he floods out venues. You look at SOS, they flood out, you know, outdoor places with Caribbean events. So the Caribbean scene is definitely live and kicking out here, man.
So you're a family man, you're always busy, you're on the road.
On the road, on the move. I stay moving always, bro.
All the time.
You always get a hold of me. Anytime you blink,
I'm on your VIP line. That's why.
Anytime you blink me, you got me.
That's it. That's it. I know you said you have a great team and management behind you. Like, but how do you maintain, like, when you got to spend time with the family, do your music? Like, what if you have a booking? Like, how do you balance it all out?
Yo, honestly, man, God's been so good to me. I'm not gonna lie, man. God's been good to me. My mom has taught me a lot of things in life, and I'm blessed with the ability to be at home most of the time.
Yeah.
I run a business. I run it from home. I got people that work for me, that work, and I get to be at home, picking up my kids from school, making them dinner. So I'm always home. I'm a homebody.
Yeah.
Other than when I gotta go play basketball or I gotta go to the studio, I'm not home in the evening, but I'm always home. So I always got time for my kids. And when it's time for me to do a show, my kids are kind of like excited for me because they get to be on their own, you know, and I don't got to be around them all the time. So they're kind of like, go, Dad, go and sing.
Yeah, like, they want their time alone.
Yeah.
They want their space.
But yo, you're a pops too?
Yeah, I'm a pops too.
Congratulations, bro.
Thanks, man.
That's a different life, man.
It is a different life. Like you said about the excitement thing, like my son gets excited too when I gotta go out and do my shows or podcasts, whatever it is. Like he watches youth, like all these kids nowadays, this generation, they just watch podcasts and kids playing video games, streamers and stuff. So like he kind of gets the idea of what I'm trying to do, and he's always excited. Even him, when I got the MPC, like he wakes me up in the morning like, Dad, I want to make beats. Like, you know?
And I feel like part of the reason, not the only reason, but part of the reason that I chose to jump out and sing is because there's a lot of kids in my family, man. There's a lot of kids in my family. I got a huge family, man. And I got a mixed race family too. I got a lot of Portuguese in my family. I got a lot of Greeks in my family. I got a lot of Jamaican, blacks in my family. So we got like, you alright? You gonna be alright? You gonna make it?
I'm good. Don't worry, I can't remember. We good. I don't know what happens. Does Lyman and Vibing creep up? Lyman and Vibing, Scott.
Turned up, bro.
Yeah, man. I got all different kinds of people in my family. I got Portuguese. I got Jamaican. I got Greeks. I got a mixed family, and I just wanted to show the kids in my family that if I can jump out and do it, you can do anything you want to do.
Yeah.
So you doing what you're doing, the show is opening a lane for your son without you even knowing. And he's seeing you doing that, and he's probably like, by the time he gets to like 12, 13, he's already gonna know what he wants to do.
You know what I mean?
Because he's seen it in his pops.
And that's the thing, it's just always, ever since I became a father, it's just always being a good role model, and it just makes you want to obviously raise your kid properly and give him the right path, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, bro.
So,
shout out to the dads that take care of the kids, bro. That's in the kid's life. That's helping him be a better man, you know? That's what it's about.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out to all the dads that are there.
Each one teach one.
Cheers to that. As an entrepreneur, as an artist, as someone who's obviously been successful in the city and we have a lot of listeners outside the city and around the world, like what advice do you have for other artists and musicians out there trying to do something similar to what you're doing?
Man, the only thing I can tell you is if you don't believe in yourself and what it is that you're doing. Like if you're singing something and if you think it doesn't sound the way it should sound, chances are the people are gonna hear that, they're gonna feel that. So if you're recording and you believe in yourself and you believe in the song, that's gonna transpire through the music and the people are gonna believe it. So my one thing is anything that you're doing, whether it's music or anything else in this life, just believe in yourself and believe in what you're doing. Because if you don't believe in it, bruv, I ain't gonna believe in it.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to believe in yourself.
Just believe in yourself, bruv. Believe in yourself, dedicate yourself, lock in, get tunnel vision, stay focused, go to the studio and find yourself a banger. And after you get the banger, that's where the hard work begins. Because now you gotta promote it. Now you gotta get it out there. Now you gotta get it viral. You know what I'm saying?
What can people do to do those things if they need to know the next step after they go to the studio or get the record? Now they have the record, like
how to get it out there. Man, you got to campaign. You got to run TikTok ads. You got to run IG ads.
That's
You know,
promote yourself, man.
Yeah, if you got a business, you got to run Google ads. You know, like you got to run the ads because it costs money to make money. It costs money to get yourself seen. You know what I'm saying? You could have a banger, but if you don't spend no money behind pushing it,
who's gonna hear it?
ain't nobody hearing that but you, right?
Yo, don't shake your leg because the cameras have been shaking when you've been doing
Yeah, I
it.
mean,
So I don't.
It's on stabilizers. It's good. It's good. Yeah.
Okay.
you got to stabilize your job.
Okay, my bad.
I think this is AZ's first rodeo.
Yo, it's just like me, bro. I gotta be
He's a
shaking.
professional.
Even me, one time I'm shaking too, but nah, stay stable. Stable. Yeah.
Yo, so what's next for you? Like, anywhere you're looking to go to?
Yo, I'm really excited. I'm not gonna lie, bro. There's two things I'm really excited for. So, number one, my birthday is Saturday, May the 11th. We got this event happening at Mystic. Mama's Boy's throwing this joint. We got a big surprise artist from Jamaica. We can't say who it is.
Reggae and Riches.
Yeah, Reggae and Riches.
Jeez.
So I'm excited for that because that's my birthday event too.
Gonna be mad.
But there's a couple of events that I'm looking forward to, bro. There's a couple of events. So there's a J event that's coming up, right? There's obviously the SOSs that's coming up. There's a boat cruise that's coming up.
I think I know what boat cruise you're talking about.
There's a Soca Suave boat. It's a first ever Soca Suave boat cruise that's coming up.
In the water.
Right? And my boy John is holding that. And I'm real excited for that. I'm really excited for that. I know that boat is not going to have enough space for everybody. That boat might not even leave the dock.
Don't say that.
There's gonna be too many people on that boat.
We gotta make room for
We
everybody.
need a bigger boat. We gotta get you the Titanic next time we do this joint.
Do not big next
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
big boat. But I'm definitely looking forward to that boat cruise, and I'm looking forward to all the SOS events, the Jock the J's event. I'm also looking forward to Buzz B, man. I'm looking forward to Buzz B's event, that tsunami.
Big.
I went there last year, man, and I was just like, what? Man, shout out Buzz, man. Buzz, you got something going good with that boy. You got something real proper with that joint.
No lie, that's mad. That's
You guys should
crazy.
check that out, man. That tsunami.
Yeah, it's crazy. 3,000 tickets sold in 40 minutes. Nothing compares to that.
Oh, Lee, what?
That's what happened, yeah.
Buzz don't play with that tsunami joint, bro.
Damn.
Last year when he did Tsunami, he broke Ticket Gateway.
Yeah,
you could
yeah,
not
yeah.
go on, the links were not working because
Yeah.
so many people are trying to click and buy their tickets.
And Buzz showed me a lot of love. Buzz gave me like 7 VIPs, all I could drink, all I can eat, backstage access, and you know he hooked me up. So that's why
That's love, that's
that's why I
love.
always show love to Buzz. Anytime I get the opportunity to,
Yeah.
when we talking about Caribbean events, I always gotta mention tsunami.
Okay.
I've been trying to make a song directed towards tsunami for that reason.
I lie.
I gotta make one for John too. I'm gonna do something for John.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna do something for Soca Suave.
Say less.
Yeah.
Babe, turn your cup. You're not showing the Suave. It's just like.
I look a commercial for Soca Suave commercial.
Actually, put some breaking news out there. We're actually doing Soca Suave Caribbean on Thursday in the evening.
Okay.
So we're gonna start something in the evening time. Every Caribbean going forward on the Thursday.
Where we doing it? Where you doing that?
This one's gonna happen actually back at Mystic.
Hey,
I feel like
okay.
in the water here at Mystic was so. No one expected it to be that.
Man,
crazy.
that was crazy. That was crazy.
Crazy party. I feel like I thrown.
Yeah.
You couldn't move, and
Yeah.
the vibes were crazy. Child Minister was awesome. You were awesome on
Yeah.
stage. So I'm coming back here for your birthday, May 11th.
Yeah.
And then we're come back in here, Caribbean on Thursday, Soca Suave 8. I can move on 8. A few years ago, we
Jeez,
started off
8.
at number 1.
Number 8, no.
Yo, I think honestly, John, it's got to get to a point where you got to stop numbering it. Because we're Soca Suave 48, right? You just call it Soca Suave.
Yeah.
Yo, facts, bro. That's why I called the last one Soca Suave in the Wata.
Yeah,
Put both parties together.
People just know Soca Suave. Yep, Soca Suave.
Place to be. So, I'm not gonna announce the artists yet, or we have some international DJs on there too that I'm not gonna announce yet. But
I know you always do big things, man.
Yeah, we're trying to
Even when you just say you got a special guest, that special guest is a huge artist. So like people, when he says he's got a surprise,
It's a big surprise.
No, it's a big surprise.
It's a big surprise.
This ain't no regular surprise.
No regular degler.
Nah, ain't no regular
I do it for the people, you know.
Yeah.
People coming out. Appreciate everyone that supported us and our events and our music.
Yo, shout out the whole Toronto that comes out, that supports, that has a good time with us, man. We see you guys. We love you guys for spending your money and taking the time to come and rock with us. And it's nothing but love, man. Nothing but love.
Always.
Nothing but love and everybody supporting the movement, Caribbean Linkup TV, you already know. And
Caribbean Linkup TV. Shout out Caribbean Linkup TV.
you already know. Appreciate you coming through, Cash, spitting the knowledge, giving people
Man, come on, man.
You're busy guys.
the knowledge they need to hear.
That's the least I could have done, bro.
Appreciate you coming through, man. You guys already know what it is, Caribbean Linkup TV, the podcast. You got This Is Cash in the building. Mama's boy, it's your boy AZ. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, share it. Until next time, you already know what it is.
Put it all on me, I said bonjour.